Hello family, welcome back to my channel. This is my Los Angeles vlog. It is the third part of a 3-part vlog series. So my first bit of advice would be to go watch the other 2 and then come back and watch this one if you want to keep up with the realistic timeline of my trip to California. The second thing I wanted to say is something that I've said in the other vlogs as well. I was going while I was in California. I had 3 stops in 2 weeks at different parts of the state, and we were doing things every single day. And so I did not have time to do intros or outros, thus I'm doing one right now. But I did want to tell you that I do a voiceover throughout this vlog. So as you're seeing things, I'm giving you a background and kind of a backstory of where we are, what we're doing, and giving recommendations if you are also thinking of going to Los Angeles. I did want to say one last thing before we start this video, just to give you a little background on my trip to Los Angeles and why it was so important and different than the other 2 stops. So the San Diego vlog, I went with the intent to celebrate Linnea and her bachelorette party. The Oceanside vlog, I intended to visit my friend Elizabeth, who I haven't seen for a while, and catch up with her. But the LA vlog is a little bit different because although I did go to visit my friend Anna, I also was going to kind of vet what it would be like to realistically live in Los Angeles. If you haven't been following my story the last 2 years, I have been praying very intentionally about Los Angeles and moving there. And I have really specific reasons for going and what I would be doing there. Like it would be fun, but also I have a purpose and I have a plan, and I have prayed about what my life would look like there and how God would use me in that city. And so it was interesting because before I got there, I told Anna, I have done all the touristy stuff. I don't want to do any of that. I just want to go around and see what are the places that you guys go to regularly? What are the activities that you guys do? I want to feel like I could live there. And she gave me the whole package, from things that were simple like coffee shops to gas prices to worship nights to everything in between, kind of the lifestyle of a day-to-day person who lives in LA. And what I actually appreciate about Anna is that she doesn't live in a place that is extremely extravagant. So it's realistically in my price point as well for an area that I would live in if I lived there. On top of that, everything that Anna and her friends do for work is exactly what I have been praying about being able to do if I move there. And so it was very interesting to see other people living out that, something that I didn't even know was realistic, but something that I had been praying about for over 2 years of my life. So when you're watching this, I hope that my excitement and my joy there is reflected in the vlog footage as well, because that was just like getting to have a piece of something, as I said, that I have prayed over, thought about, and been in preparation for if God would make it happen, if God would give me the job, if God would provide the finances and the living situation. So I know that He will. If He put it on my heart and it's truly from the Lord, it'll happen. But that's why LA was a little bit different. It wasn't just a girls' trip or a fun trip, although it was. It was more so an answer to prayer and just being able to live out what I feel like is a main calling on my life realistically. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the Dallas vlog next. The first afternoon and evening in Los Angeles I spent getting settled in and meeting Anna's roommates and friends. There are 4 other girls who live with her, and then 4 or 5 guys next door. And they all are creatives, influencers, or musicians. I'll put their handles here. So they not only have a good friend group, but they have a great work experience together where they can collaborate and cross-promote. The next morning, we got up bright and early to do sunrise in Malibu. I've been to Los Angeles 3 times now, and every single time I've tried to make a stop in Malibu. It's just such a contradiction to the rest of the city. Although it's fun to have the hustle and bustle of the tourist areas and downtown LA and just the city overall, there's something special about coming here and relaxing and the pace being slowed down and being able to take a breath. I highly recommend this area if you're visiting Los Angeles. After our beach day, we did go to Malibu Pier Farm Cafe. It's a fishing pier and a cafe that goes out into the middle of the ocean. It has great food and very serene atmosphere. While we were waiting to get into the cafe, we did meet a fisherman who lives in this house on the hill. If you know me well, you know that I need to have a caffeine stop in my touring. I want a place that is visually and atmospherically beautiful while also having high quality food and drinks or caffeine, whatever they are serving. So this is the Neighborhood Cafe. Anna says that it is the up and coming place to be. A lot of USC students, I guess, go there, and a lot of influencers. That night we came back to the apartment and made dinner, and then Anna and her roommates hosted a praise and worship night. They have an open concept living room and kitchen, so there's lots of room for people to come and be a part of it. They also have a rooftop option, so if you are looking for a group of believers to get connected with in the Los Angeles County area, let me know and I'll connect you. The next morning, we went to Little Corona Del Mar Beach and walked in the surrounding area. I love the architecture here. It's so different from anything I can find in the Midwest. There's mid-century modern, Spanish style beach houses, and they all just kind of coexist together. After our beach morning, we did drive 45 minutes south to Pier Bowls. Anna said they're the best fruit bowls she's ever had, and I would have to agree. I had a mango chamoy and tahini bowl, and it was so tasty. Saturday morning, we went to the Grove and the Farmers Market. The Grove is an outdoor mall in Los Angeles, and their farmers market is very extensive. They have a lot more variety of options than I've seen in Minnesota. In classic Kaylee fashion, I had a chocolate croissant, which I devoured immediately. And in classic Anna fashion, we had to find the pickle stand and do a beautiful montage of her finally receiving the pickles that she had dreamed of all week. Please enjoy. Spring was definitely in bloom at the Grove, between the color palettes I saw in the clothing stores, to Dylan's candy bar, to the flowers out in the middle of the walkways. I had to take advantage and do a cute spring outfit photo. After meandering around, we did stop at Chill Since 93, which is a coffee shop in the Grove owned by Brandy Melville. One of my biggest regrets is not getting the t-shirt on the right side. I thought it was so cute, but in typical fashion for most of these major fashion brands, they had a one size fits all, but the one size that they fit is obviously not a mid-sized girl, it's a smaller girl. So if you're a buyer or a fashion designer or somebody who's thinking about owning a clothing business, that would be my biggest piece of advice, is make sure that you are size inclusive. I also wanted to take this time to talk about celebrity culture. While Anna and I were in Aritzia, we did see someone who is incredibly famous on YouTube and someone that we both admire very deeply, but we both have a conviction within us that we don't go up and say hello or ask for photos, because although it is something that temporarily might give you joy as someone who admires these celebrities, it also might be a permanent feeling for them of not being able to relax or not being able to be real people. So although this is a footage of me and Anna and talking about that experience, and we were very excited, I did want to talk about that. If you are going to visit the area, be prepared to see people of influence and to respect their space and the fact that they are human and they're very much just like the rest of us, shopping and enjoying their Saturday. After the farmer's market in the Grove, we did go to Sweet Green, which is a specialty salad and protein bowl place. I did want to finish this vlog by talking about my experience with Los Angeles. I have been praying about moving here for 2 years, and oftentimes that's met with opposition about how overpriced it is, something about the traffic, or how rude people are. To a degree, this is the reality of living in a city like this, but in my experience, I've met some of the most incredible people here. They are caring and collaborative and generous and inclusive. And at the same time, I have had some of my closest moments with God here in a city that many people just kind of leave to the wolves. And so I think God is doing big things in this city, and I am excited to be a part of it in the future. And if you are too, then I'll see you there.